Today, from Seattle, Washington.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Throwing. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a give to Jacobs running right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 1st down, Love to pass. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Love will try with his legs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Here's Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Right side to Watson. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Love looking to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 3 yards out. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. 7 yards there and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, contested. It's a big play there for Seattle. 40 from the 36 now. 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And Walker once more. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Straight ahead, Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. They're going to keep it on the ground.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with the touchdown run.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The Smiths throw into the hands of Fant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Smith. Rolling to his right. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of the legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. How about corner Kobe Bryant coming in to make the sack? This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Love from the gun. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by McManus is good, and that pushes the lead to 8 points. They've doubled them up. It's 16-8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off of play action, here's Smith. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On the give, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
On 1st and 10, Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the return will stop right around the 25. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution.
And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Walker will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, Walker. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Here's 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Love going to keep it on the option. Oh, an excellent tackle there as they keep him inbounds and hold him to no gain. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Gino going right back to Fant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Again, it's Walker. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. The Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Hand off here to Walker. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Geno, eluding the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And we are tied once again here in the overtime session. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Come on.
I'm back upbeat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Smith on 1st down. Flush to his right. Out right to Smith and Jigba. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Smith. Smith and Jigba with a grab. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Straight ahead, Walker. 113 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Walker once more. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says,